And good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Ultimate Racing League. It's the most popular league of the URL. It's the Sunday League. And welcome back to the Hairy Poppins Race channel for our very last broadcast for these guys. So give them a round of applause, everybody. Give them a round of applause. 10 rounds, 10 weeks of nothing but pure, unadulterated racecraft. Nose to tail, battling it out in every corner, all the way up and down the league. I think you should all take your hat offs to these guys. I'm just going to be a big shout out to all these fellas here because it's been an absolute honour to watch these guys from race one all the way up until the last round, which is here at the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, named after the very man himself who tragically died in 1984 at the Belgium Grand Prix. But nonetheless, times have moved on. It's 2026, the last round of the first season of 2026, by the way. So we're not all disappearing, we're not all going. We're all just going to put our feet up at the end of this race and relax, get into a bit of the groove and then get ourselves all psyched up for the new season. So some of these guys will be moving up, some will be staying where they are. There are no relegations in this league, so they can all just have a lot of fun. So, and I'm hoping they are going to have a lot of fun in this race because every other race has been fun to watch. So I expect nothing less. Now, before we go down the grid, I'm going to just give you a little update. I've only got the last league points from Yas Marina, where we watch these guys go round and round and round. So, in the top spot, nonetheless, is Max. So we're going to do the top five, where they are. So in first in this league you have Max. So this is Yas Marina points, of course. The points haven't been added on from the last one, but he's sitting comfortably on 307. Pardon me. Told you he's going to be with me all season, didn't I? 307 points to his tally. In second spot, quite a bit back, not massively back, but I don't think enough to obviously alter who's going to finish first in this league, and that is our man, the one man who shares all the replays for you guys, so you can sit down and enjoy them when they're done by myself. And that is Slowpoke Racing. So he's sitting comfortably in second on 265 points as of Yas Marina. In first place we have first of the Scandi boys, so it's IQ4. He's sitting on 256, so only nine behind Slowpoke. So it's a battle between those two. Who's going to have second spot on the podium? And in third spot we have is Hoyland, the second of the Scandi boys. In third spot. No, he's in fourth spot. He is on 211, and in fifth spot we have Lewis Max, 44, and he is on 201 points. So that's your top five for the AM2 guys. Coming into the last race of the season. So, like I said before, Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, and we're going to go down the grid and have a look who is where. So, no guesses for who this young chap will be. So, on pole position, we have the man himself celebrating, by the looks of it, of a fine championship win, all in that glorious looking chrome gold livery. So, congratulations to Max on the AM2 championship. In second on that grid, we have the first of the Scandi boys. So we have Hoyland. He's managed to put himself second on the grid, followed closely behind by the other Scandi, and that is IQ4. In fourth spot, we have Slowpoke. So big thank you to Slowpoke for sharing these replays. Much appreciated. So, hats off to you, sir. So he is in fourth spot. In fifth spot, we have Flash. In sixth, we have Steel. In seventh, we have Castian. Castian is also a winner this season of the Hairy Cam Awards. Spent most time on Hairy Cam, probably due to Yas Marina, where he was not exploiting, but exploring track limits. So yes, congratulations to you, Castian. Look at that. You see, I've forgotten. I've completely lost my way. So let me just do this quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Yeah, there you go. I knew I had it. 7th. So in 8th spot we've got Labillion. I'm trying to do it without the names, so you got to forgive me for that. In 8th spot's Labillion. In 9th spot we have Slim. In 13th we have Addy, and bringing up the rear we had good old Sid. And so obviously another thank you for Sid for hosting these rounds. Otherwise these boys wouldn't even be able to turn up on a Sunday and have a laugh. So last race of the season, it is an endurance race, as we well know. 26 laps, so lap 1 of 26. And shall we get this show on the road for the very last time, everybody? So yes, let's do it. Let's do it one last time with these guys. Thoroughly enjoy it. So off we go. So we're going for the klaxon for the 3 and the 4, 5, and it's lights up and away we go, go, go. So here we go. We're going to stick with the man who has won the championship, and that is Max. So let's have a look. So we're coming down to turn 1. There's been a little bit of argy-bargy from the old Scandi boys there, so no love lost. They want to take the honours of whoever's going to finish. So Hoyland, really, he'll be gunning to finish ahead of Slowpoke, because he'll want to finish ahead of him in the championship. So as far as I can see so far, everybody has made it through, which is good so far. So we're going to drop back down through each of these ones here, just so that we make sure that they all do get round here, because Sid's giving it a big old go, isn't he? He's managed to force the billion off, so I'm not quite sure whether that was intentional or not. I'm not sure, but as I've said before, this is a very narrow track, so you've got to pick your battles, and I wish the cameraman would stop doing that to me. So as we can see here, Max is coming in under attack from Hoyland. Hoyland, he wants to finish ahead of Slowpoke Racing if he's to have any chance of taking that silver medal in the AM2s as we go around the last hairpin. And we have a spinner, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back and have a look. So we've got Still and Cashman coming up to the hairpin. Let's go back and have another look at that. So I don't think that, so still got a little bit out of sorts there coming through the second of the last chicanes. Nothing Cashton doing. So let's have a look. So it looks to me like Cashton will just move. That's really unfortunate, that is. Now I'm not sure whose fault that would be. I don't honestly think Cashton would have seen him, or wasn't expecting him. Pardon me. Was not expecting him to be there, so we'll have to leave that up to the stewards, won't we? As we come up to the last chicane of lap 1, and Max is not having it all his own way, is he? He is being absolutely hounded by Hoyland the Hounder, as we now move over to broadcast mode. So let's have a look down the grid. So Max at the moment, who is out in first, he is running on the medium compound, followed very closely behind by Hoyland, who is also running the mediums. Now IQ4, he's dropped down to third. He did start in third. You know what I mean? He did start in third. He's holding his own up there at the moment. He's on the hards, and here we go. It might not be for long, ladies and gentlemen, because he is coming under attack from Slowpoke. So Slowpoke has got the inside line, and he has held that. So Slowpoke now moves up to third, but it's IQ4, he's not having any of it. So why are these four guys? There's 4 of them. Is Ellie going to join in? There's 3, there's 4. Slowpoke's all on his own. Flash, he's managed, and Cashion has managed to get past IQ4. So who is it going to be? Look at this, a bit of argy-bargy going on here as we go around. And we're going to come up to the hairpin now. Now this is going to get very tight, so we're going to come out of broadcast mode. Look at that, he's almost pushing them along, isn't he, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we come here on a Sunday, because we love these guys. And as you can see there, IQ4, as they would say, IQ4 looks to me like he missed his braking marker there, because for a moment I thought he was absolutely going to T-bone poor old Cash, and look at that. Oh, how close was that, ladies and gentlemen? I think my heart beated a few extra beats there, as they say. This is some fantastic racing from these guys. IQ4, he is dropping back down the field. And even though he is dropping back down the field, let's have a look up the front quickly. Max he's pulled out a bit of a gap there in the golden nugget, or whatever you want to call it. Not followed closely by Hoyland, obviously he's putting out a bit of a gap there. So here we go, the three guys. So we got Max, Hoyland and Slowpoke. As we see, IQ4, he is now come into the pits. You're getting me so excited. I'm literally losing my breath here. I need a bit of fluid. So IQ4, he was running on the hard, so he's now done his mandatory 2-lap minimum of running on the compound. So you're going to switch over to the mediums, I'd assume. Maybe leave the softs till last. So let's go down now while it's calming down, as we say. Max, he's in first. Hoyland, he's in second. Slowpoke, he's in third. Of the three runners up front, he is the only one on the hard. Cashion is catching Slowpoke, but he is on the softer compound. So how long will Slowpoke be able to hold off the Croatian? In fifth, we have Addy. He's running on the medium. Now, he's had a pretty good start, to be fair, because he started down in 10th, I do believe. There is 11 of them, so I might have got the grid count wrong. But I do apologise, but there is 11. But hey, you know what? It was the first time I tried it without actually, using the name. So I'll get used to it, I guess. But, forgive me, everybody. So as I can say, Addy, he is in fifth. He's running on the mediums. Flash, he's made up some good spaces as well. So he's in sixth, so he's running on the hards. Slim, he's running on the medium, so ideally he's going to want to try and get past Flash as quickly as he can. Eighth, we have still running on the hards. Ninth, we had Sid. He is also running on the hards. Now at the back we have Lebillion. He did have that little bit of coming together with Sid, and it looks like he's gaining. He's gaining on Sid. He's probably foaming at the mouth, isn't he? Thinking, oh, my monster brother. How dare you for, pushing me off the track. I want to get that place back like that, you know what I mean? But before I can do that, I've got to go into the pits. So we have quite a few in the pits at the moment. So Slowpoke, Flash, Still, Sid, Lebillion, all in. Now let's have a look at this man here, IQ4. Will he get out ahead of these? He is on the softer compound. So as we can see, Slowpoke, he's just coming out. So Slowpoke has cleared. So IQ4, he's cleared Flash by the looks of it. Don't go over that line, Flash. Don't go over that line, Sal. Let's see if everybody can make it out of them pits. Still, he's... Right, there is one culprit there. I'm not surprised if I see 3 seconds pop up on Sid's car. Let's have a look. That'll be really unfortunate for him. Either that or he's got... Oh, look at that. It's called slam into the barrier. Maybe he's saying to the old stewards, like, oh, look, if I drive into the barrier, you might not give me the old 3 seconds, yeah? So maybe they'll come to an agreement. But to me, it looked like he completely cut that pit lane exit. But, okay, he didn't get a 3 second penalty, so fair play to him. Right, and then obviously we've got Lebillion, who's in 11th, who's he's back where he was. He's back where he was with Sid. So the race continues, ladies and gentlemen. All the way miles out in front at the moment, we have Max, who is also set the fastest lap time of a 1:46.457 on the mediums. Second spot, as you can see, is Hoyland. Hello. He's in second. Now who's in third? Casham, because obviously Casham's on the softs. So you'd expect him to be up third, chasing down the two lads up front. In fourth, we have also, who has not been in yet, is Addy. Fifth, we have Slim, and this is where they all kind of like get a little bit bunched up, I guess. So Slowpoke, he's out in sixth. IQ4, as he comes round for... Misses that. Yeah, he's missed that. Flash as well. Still, this is what you talk about round here. So this here, where Still's coming round now, it's called the Wall of Champions. Many a champion have slammed at their car, be it Endurance, GT3, GT4, Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, Formula 4. That's why it's called the Wall of Champions. Many a champion it has claimed. And talking of that, of course at the beginning I was talking about the circuit of Gilles Villeneuve, okay? So officially, by birth, named Joseph Jules Henry Villeneuve. Okay, he was born 18th of January 1950, and unfortunately he died on the 8th of May 1982. So he was a Canadian racing driver. He competed in Formula 1 from 1977 to 1982. He was the runner-up in the Formula 1 World Driver Championship in 1979 with Ferrari, and he won 6 Grand Prix across 6 seasons. Of course, the Grand Prix back then were obviously a lot different to what they are now. They didn't do so many. Like at the moment, well, we've got 24 races plus sprint races, so they've obviously got a lot to do. But yeah, it's a shame really, because he died on the 8th of May 1982. So that was the Belgian Grand Prix. So he succumbed to injuries sustained. Anyone who's actually watched what happened, poor old Gilles, he was flung from the car, and although he wasn't killed instantly, he did obviously later on die from his injuries. But his legacy does and still lives on, I guess, by his son. He has 2 children, by the way, and one of them most of us probably know very well is Jacques Villeneuve, the old Indy 500 champion who back in the day, he was a very exceptional race driver really. What can I say about him? I think everybody was excited when he came over to Formula 1. So he's obviously called Joseph Charles Villeneuve. I mean, the old chap, he's now 54 years old. He's been out with the likes of Danny Minogue, etc, etc. And if anyone ever thought that his sperm count might be quite down, well, you'd be wrong, because the man has like 7 children. So he's been a very, very busy boy. So he was over in obviously Indy 500, Jacques Villeneuve, and then he moved. He had to switch over to Formula 1. Whereas in the 1997 championship, he actually won. So he'd only come in 1996, and then he won it in 97 because Williams obviously had a very dominant car. But he didn't only race for Williams. No, he raced obviously for BAR, he raced for Renault, Sauber, and then obviously the BMW Sauber before he retired. So yeah, 11 wins, 23 podiums, 13 pole positions, and 9 fastest laps. So yeah, 33 races run over 2 years. So I'd say he's honoured his father by picking up that crown of Formula 1. But enough there, there's your history. This is why it's called the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, in honour of Gilles Villeneuve, Canadian legend, and obviously his son as well. But should we get back to the racing, shall we? Me babbling on here, and we're just having a look at Max driving around. So Max has pulled out quite a bit of a gap, but he's obviously got Cassian. So Max, he's out there in front in on lap 7, all on his lonesome at the moment, showing off his lovely chrome gold livery, celebrating his championship win. In second spot, I know Cassian hasn't come in yet. He's on then softs, so he's still a little bit way behind Max, probably trying to catch him up. Whether he will or not, I don't know. We'll have a look later on in the race. In third spot, who's now out? He's out. He's obviously been taken by Cassian. He's Hoyland, so he took down the third. Addy, he's moved up the 4th spot. Slim, he's in 5th. IQ4, he's already pitted anyway, so he's on softs. He's in 6th spot. But once all the guys up front, they come in and do their pits, all kind of like concertina is back up, and then they all get to start racing again. In 7th spot we have Flash. In 8th we have Steel. 9th we have Slowpoke. Now Slowpoke has done his 2 mandatory pits, so he has done the hards, he has done the mediums. Now he's not going to stop again, so this is his strategy by the looks of it. He's going to run to the end on the soft, doesn't really need to fill up. I don't think this is a well, we know what the settings are like this season, so he can listen foot flat to the floor. I don't think it's going to drain the fuel tank, but we'll wait and see. It didn't drain it at Yas Marino, and that was pretty foot heavy, wasn't it, that one? So that's Slowpoke, everybody. He's down in 9th spot. In 10th we have Libillion. He's managed to get past Sid, so Libillion's all on his lonesome really. You can only just about see Slowpoke up the front, so Libillion's on the medium, Slowpoke's on the soft. I'd expect the slowpoke to kind of like drift away from the billion as the race goes on. And then we've got good old Sid here. There seems to be some maybe technical issue with Sid's car because the hazard lights were flashing at one point. So he might be having like disconnects or something like that. So, but you know, Sid likes it. He's a very honourable man. He turns up every Sunday, never complains, just gets on with the racing, which at the end of the day we all like it, don't we? We all come here to Sunday to unwind, pardon me, have a bit of a laugh, and that's what it's all about. That's what the URL is all about. So, you know, if you feel like getting into racing, not only do we have several different leagues, doesn't always go on a Sunday. We obviously have the Sunday league, which is the most popular one, but we have like Saturday ones. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think we have it 7 days a week. By the looks of it, as Sid doing a bit of drifting there and slamming into the wall as he does. But there's also an academy, so if you ever want to get your youngsters involved, maybe sharing your really expensive rig, yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of father-son racing that goes on in this league. The juniors, you've got the junior academies which they do that. So it's actually it really has grown, the Ultimate Racing League. And everybody in here, be it you in the top split or the bottom split, all family. So it's something for all the boys to get together on a Sunday and have a bit of a laugh. So that's what the URL is about. Turning up on Sunday, having a laugh with not only obviously the guys in your league, but chatting throughout all the leagues in the main URL chat. And if you are interested in that, then pop along on the Facebook or Discord and speak to the main man, which is obviously Alex Hutchinson. So he's the man that's credited with creating the Ultimate Racing League for all of us petrol heads. Would you say sim petrol heads? So yeah, pop along and find out for yourselves and see how much fun you can have. But other than that, we're going to go back to the racing. What do you think? We will go back to the racing. Well, some form of racing anyway. If you know Max has got pit, he has to come in anyway. Look at that livery. Need the sunglasses, it's so bright on a nice sunny brighty day in Canada as well. So he's having a whale of a time, isn't he, all on his own. Now let's see whether Max comes in at the end of this lap. If he sticks to the left, you know he's coming in. If he doesn't, you know he's going around the chicane. Okay, so he's going to stay out. Maybe he'll come in at the end of lap 10. We'll wait and see, as he keeps well away from all the champions there. So in second spot, we've still got Castrium. So is Castrium going to come into the pits? No, he's staying out just for that little bit longer. Third is Hoyland. He's got Castrium in his sights now, hasn't he? Let's have a look. He can see him. The tyres have warmed up for the Scandi boy, and he can see him in his sights. So that's something for him to sink his teeth into. Back in fourth spot, we have Addy. He's got nobody behind him whatsoever. So he really does have a gap. So he's not going to be coming under any pressure from anyone anytime soon. Down in fifth spot, we have IQ4. Now he has made his stop, and he's literally just set the fastest lap as well. So he really is giving it the beans, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? He wants to get back up there, but he's not massively far away from people. I mean, other than this guy, where is he? Max. Max is there. So he's not too far behind. Well, he is. He is, but Max has got a pit, so it will close up. In fifth spot, we have Global Slim, as I like to call Slim Shady. He has got a very fast Flash coming up behind him. We're going to stick with these two boys here, and we're going to see how they get on. So this is lap 10 of 26, ladies and gentlemen, of the final race of the season, as Flash picks up the slipstream. I don't think he'll go for a move here. I think he'll just bide his time. I think he knows that he's got Slim. He's just going to sit behind him, serve them tyres, and then make his move down the... Would you call it the back straight? I think I would call it the back straight. Here we go. So Flash looked like he's going to have a go there. And he has. He's got up the inside of the hairpin. So it is now the back straight. Is Slim just going to let him go by, or is he going to sit right behind him so he can pick up that slipstream and then maybe think about attacking Flash before they get to the chicane? So let's see what happens here. Or is he just going to let him go and say, look, hey, do you know what? You're on the softer compound. Is he going to go for it? Let's have a look. Is he going to go for it? As you can see in the background there, that's Slowpoke. Slowpoke racing. Oh, and here he goes. We have another victim on the wall of champions. You see what I mean by the damage you can get caused by that. So the front right has taken an absolute whack. So that's going to cost him a little bit of time, as Slowpoke will catch him up. He is on the soft compound, not massively soft, but there you go. Look, Slowpoke just in the background there. Followed closely by Steel, but Steel is on the mediums. I don't think there's a lot of difference really by the looks of it between the mediums and the softs. Maybe around the slight chicaney technically part, but other than that, unless you're on the hards, it doesn't look like you do gain that much of a difference. Right, let's have a look. See, down here, in 10th spot we have Labillion. He is at his home circuit, would you believe? Oh, Braun, look at that, getting all out of sorts there, wasn't he? He is really pushing, and again we have another front right. See, that's one of the things with this track, because it's so narrow. Not really a lot of room for error, because if you do make an error, you're going to be met with concretia, i.e. concrete wall. So, and it can cause some damage, specifically the right front, or the offside front as I like to call it. So here we go, starting lap 12, Max. Cashion in second spot, still yet to pit, so making full use of those softs. It does look to me like he is starting to get caught by Hoyland, as I saw last time round, so I don't know whether these softs are now starting to hurt Cashion. So we will see. But Cashion's still got a pit, ladies and gentlemen. So at the moment Hoyland is net second, and by the looks of it, depending on where Slowpoke finishes, he will be net second in the league, but I think he needs to finish a certain amount of points ahead to claim that second spot. So we'll see at the near the end what's going on. Down in fourth spot, all on his lonesome. Well, he's not on his lonesome anymore, is he? I was about to say he's on his lonesome. Nobody bothering him. But this man's come out of nowhere for him. He can just see in the rear view mirror a full, bright yellow, not of Flash, but of IQ4. Now let's stick with these. Let's see whether Addy can hold him off. As I catch my breath, these endurance races are quite long. So the constant talking does dry your mouth out. As we see here, Addy being precautious round there. As IQ4, he is on the soft compound. So now look at this, he is literally almost pushing him along. Of course, bump draft is not allowed in the URL. So as soon as IQ4 gets to a point, he'll have to pull out. And this is where the aeros, they kind of stall from driver to driver. But he does have the inside line at the moment. So it looks to me like this is the corner, this is IQ4's corner. He can brake later than Addy, and he just skims that wall there as he... But Addy, it looks to me like Addy's not finished, is he? Addy's definitely not finished. Where am I going? Where are you going, cameraman? Here we go, IQ4, Addy, who's going to have the inside line? Is Addy going to do it? No, he's not. He's decided better of it, and he's backed out from that. Lived to fight another day, as they say, Addy. Let's see how they get on. So IQ4, like I said, he's now moved up to 4th, so he'll be, I mean, he's got quite a little bit of a gap back to up to Hoyland, so we'll see what happens. So as we can see, Addy's now dropped back down to 5th. Flash, he's kind of like a bit in no man's land at the moment. He's in 6th spot, and we have Slowpoke. Looks like I've missed the overtake by Slowpoke on Slim. As I take a swig of fluid, because it's quite hot, and I'm going to lose my voice because these guys promote such exciting racing. I just can't stop. I can't stop yabbering on. So I've enjoyed every minute of it. So anyway, like I've said, Slowpoke, he's moved up to 7. Slim, he's dropped down to 8. Still, he's in 9th spot, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Max has come in. Now, is Cashion going to come in, or is he going to continue on? Let's have a look. He is going to continue on the softs. Okay, so Hoyland, he now comes in. IQ4. Cashin, no, yeah, Cashin stayed out, sorry. IQ4. This is where you want to see. IQ4, he's coming in. Addy, he's staying out. Who's coming out now? Max has just come out. Now really, Cashin has to get the hammer down, really, doesn't he? Because Max is not that far behind him. So Max is net 1 at the moment. Cashin has to come into the bits at some point. Addy, he's 3rd. Flash is 4th. Hoyland is 5th. Flash is 5th. Hoyland is 4th. Hoyland's come out on the hards. Flash is on the softs. Slowpoke, he's on the softs. So this might actually play into his hands. So where's IQ4? So he's coming out on the hards. So has Slowpoke played a blinder here by getting rid of the other 2 compounds? Because it's going to take a good few laps at IQ4 to warm them tyres up. Let me have a look at Hoyland. Where's he? He's also on the hards. So this is game on. Game on for Slowpoke. He's got roughly 12, 11 and a half laps to catch Hoyland, depending on whether the tyres can hold on. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be very exciting very soon. I can't see IQ4. I don't think he's going to be able to catch up anytime soon. Like I said, probably needs about 5 laps for those tyres to heat up before he can start putting in some good laps. But we are talking about 2 steps in gradient of tyres here. Slowpoke on really more soft, squishy compound, and IQ4 is on the really hard, more durable compound, which does obviously tend to be a bit slower. Roughly round about, I'd probably say, as opposed to the softs, probably about 2 seconds a lap slower. Normally, that's how it normally works for those hards. Down in 8th spot we have got, not far behind is still. 9th we have Lebillion, who's got past Slim, and Slim's got past Sid, who's got a 1 second penalty for exceeding track limits around here. So in we come again. I'm not actually quite sure that has he done the mandatory. So what's he coming out on now? He's coming out on the mediums. Did IQ4 do the mandatory minimum 3 laps? So I think it's either 2 or 3 laps. I'm not 100% sure whether he has. We'll find out, because if he comes back in again, I'm pretty sure he hasn't done it. I could be wrong, but if he hasn't done the mandatory minimum 3, I think it definitely is 3. He's got to do a minimum of 3 laps. I'm pretty sure it's 3. So if he hasn't done the minimum of 3, he's going to have to come in again, which is really going to affect his standings. So let's keep an eye on IQ4, because I don't think he did 2 laps or 3 laps. And here as we go, so Addy has now come into the pits. Cashin, he's still out on those softs. Max not far behind him. Hoyland lapping to Sid. Flash he hasn't got past Slowpoke, or has he? Hang on a minute, let's have a look. Let's go back. No, he never did. That was my fault. He never did get past him. So Slowpoke is actually chasing Flash down. So this is where it's all going to get more interesting now, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? As we come around to turn 1, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I don't want to leave these guys. This is not, I'm going to do a lap with one of these guys. I think what we're doing is we're doing an honorary lap with Max. As we look down here, IQ4, still going round. as we have now Slowpoke here. He's really all over the back of Flash. So this is, like I said before, this is a really tight track to try and overtake, so you've got to pick your moments. This is one of the moments here to get down the inside, but you really do need to be alongside the other driver to get the inside line, or alongside, inside, blah 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 blah. As we see Sid here, he's going to have to try and get out of the way. He doesn't, that's good there from Sid. For a moment now I thought he was going to get in the way of poor old Slowpoke who's chasing Flash down. But he did the right thing, he got out of the way, so no breathing space for Flash. He has literally got a rear view mirror full of Slowpoke racing. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it around the hairpin, or is he going to wait? He's going to wait for that slipstream, but he will need to get the hammer down. He needs to get the hammer down as well. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So Slowpoke, so Max coming into the pits now. Going to get rid of them hards. So Slowpoke is going for it. He's going to go for it, ladies and gentlemen. He's up the inside of Flash. There's a drag to the last chicane. Be careful, boys, that you don't become a victim of the World Champions. Just have a look here. I know that excitement for myself, and Flash has gone into the pits. So here we go. All this excitement, and I'm missing everybody coming into the pits. So Slowpoke has now moved up to third. Sid's carrying a 2-second penalty. Max, he's now out on the soft. Cashion still hasn't pitted. That's pretty some going, that is. Surely he's going to come into the pits at some point, because he does have to put the 2 compounds on. But this is fantastic racing from Cashion to make them tyres last. So he's out in first, miles ahead of Max. We've got Slowpoke in third. Hoyland, he's in fourth, closely followed by Addy, who's on the hards. Flash is in sixth. The Billions in seventh. IQ4, he's in eighth on the mediums. Still, he's in ninth. Slim, he's just come into the pits. He's going to come out. He's in 10th. And Sid, poor old Sid, he's a lap down now. He's down in 11th. So let's see where Cashion decides. No, we're going to go for another lap. So here we go. We're going to do a lap with Cashion. No, we're not. We're not going to do a lap with Cashion. I promised that we'll do a lap with Max. The honorary lap for Max. Since he's in this glittering gold machine of his. So here we go. Up to start lap 18 out of 26. So through the chicane, missing all the champions. As we are about to cross the start-finish line to start lap 18 out of 26, and here we go. So as we come up to the first corner, so hang it out left and then cut that apex, that turn 2, bit of a funny sweeping turn that is, hanging out to the left, and here we come up to the first of the chicanes. So you probably can say turn 3, hug that inside, turn 4, hug that but not too much and drift out wide, and then we go turn 5, turn 6, hugging that inside wall, turn 6, braking at the 50-metre marker board, turn 7, hugging that inside line again, turn 8, another inside line hugger, let it drift out wide. That's turn 8, ladies and gentlemen. As we come up to the second of the chicanes, which will be turn, as we coming up here, so it's turn 9. Again, take as much curve as you can. Turn 10, drift out wide, under the CGV 1, under the CGV 2, and here we come, turn 11, this is the hairpin, so it's a bit of a funny one. Come out wide and then drift out wide, that's it, just missing that wall. That's turn 11, I think it is. Up to the back straight where it is firmly foot planted on, as Slowpoke would say, the noisy pedal. Nobody to be seen behind him. Turn 12 and 13 coming up for the last chicane. Hug that, mind out the old sausage curve so it doesn't slam you into the wall of champions. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a lap of the circuit de Gilles Villeneuve with our championship winner, Max. We're going to go up to the front here and we're going to have a look at Cashion. So he is on lap 19, being hunted down by this man, Slowpoke. He's not too far behind him, but his tyres are beginning to wear a lot more. So if anything, it will be a case of damage limitations for Slowpoke. I can't see him catching Max, but at some point Cashion will have to come into the pits. And so he, as far as what I can see, he's a net second. In fourth, we have Hoyland. And in fifth, we've got Flash, but obviously just ahead of Flash, we've got Sid. In sixth, we've got IQ4. He started second on the grid, so but some of the guys up front have still got a pit. In seventh, we've got Steel. In eighth, we've got Nabillion. In ninth, we've got Addy. He literally... Did he just come out of the pits? Addy has just come out of the pits. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Addy, yeah. So the Billion here, he's in 8th spot at the moment. As you can just see on the right, Addy, he's coming out of the pits. Who's going to get ahead? So the Billion, he's round turn 2. As Addy is coming up through the sides, got to be careful he doesn't go over that line. So yeah, Addy's going to come out in 9th. He's on softs, but then again, so's the Billion. So he's now going to come down to a battle of the two. 10th, we've got Slim. Sid down 11th. So pretty much everybody is now on the softs. As we see Cashion again go around again, so I mean he's going to have to make. So we said, will he come in at the end of lap 20? So let's say, for instance, let's have a betting game here. So he's been on them tyres since lap 1, so he's done 20 laps on them, which is fair play. No, Max is quite some distance behind. But Cashion, if I'm thinking right, Cashion's got to hit twice. I think so. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. As we see Max goes round turn 2, as Slowpoke goes round turn 1. So to me, it doesn't look like he is slightly catching him, but yeah, we'll see. It'll probably get a little bit closer at the end. But like I said, Slowpoke's tyres, they are wearing quite a bit. I think the front left is now at probably about 55%, maybe 60%. Pretty much the same as the near side rear. So the near side front and the near side rear are almost kind of, that's my eyesight deceived me. Hang on, let me have a look. Almost roughly about the same. I think my eyesight's going. I think it's the right hand side that look exactly the same. This is a clockwise track. So the left hand side takes more punishment than the right. So let's keep an eye on Cashion as he comes down the back straight. These are your two boys at the moment. Hoyland is in 4th. So really, what we really do is we're waiting for Cashion, really, aren't we, to see who's gonna end up where. As we can see, IQ4 chasing down Flash. That's doing a good job there. Must be a bit confusing for these two boys. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This was our 4th then. At the end of lap, let's go back to these two. At the end of lap 20, which is fair play to Cashion, 20 laps on a set of softs. So we're going to wait and see what he comes out with, because I think Max and Slowpoke will go through. Max has gone through. Slowpoke's gone through. I'm not sure Hoyland will get through. No. Cashion's coming out. There's Slowpoke just in front. As their Cashion's out on the mediums, Slowpoke's on the worn softs. Like I said, I do believe Cashion's got to pit again. So as we go back here, we're going to go back a little bit. As we have IQ4 chasing down Flash. Is he going to go for a move? Going to go for a move around the outside. That's a very brave Scandinavian, that is, around the outside of the last chicane. I don't want to end up in all tears. Oh, look at this, a good job they ghosted, just about misses the wall of champion. And they ghosted as well, so whether the ghost is set on weak or strong, I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen that, where they ghost, where they've had it coming together. Or maybe it's like the magnetising that they say. So Flash is he's got a little bit of a breather. Let's have a look at Flash, let's go look at this. He's got a rib, he's even got an onboard camera, look. So he can see that yellow car of IQ4 just literally stalking him But what Flash doesn't want to do is keep looking at that camera as he gets ever closer. That's a great view, isn't it? I love it when they put the cameras in there. No rear view mirror required. Pretty decent. But let's get out of here. He doesn't want me in the car with him, does he? As they go at it again, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me, it looks like it's the only racing on the track out at the moment. So is IQ4 going to go for it? No, he's not. He's going to wait. So look at him absolutely just hounding the back of Flash. Flash doing a fantastic job here of keeping him behind him. But as we come up to the hairpin, who's going to brake latest? IQ4. They're both on the mediums. They are both on the mediums. So this just comes down to pure driver skill. Both the same cars, both the same engines, both the same tyres. Pretty much the same fuel. IQ4's got a tad a little bit less. But this is all coming down to pure and utter driving. Doesn't to me look like IQ4 is close enough this time round to make a move. Maybe his tyres got a little bit overheated, so he's taking a breather this lap. Not too much of a breather. Look at this, look. Almost push. Oh no, what's happened here, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go back and have a look. Let's go behind here, let's have a look. What's happened here? To me, hang on a minute. Now, I don't think that was intentional because Flash was already outsourced because he did, to me, look like he had already got on the sausage curve. So he was a little bit outsourced there. Yes, oh, that's really unfortunate for Flash. I don't think IQ could do anything about that. I don't even think he realised he even touched him there. That to me, it looked like Flash did get out of sorts and IQ4 just kind of helped him on the way. I don't think it was intentional. That's something we'd have to leave to the stewards. Might be actually quite difficult for the stewards to determine that one. But knowing how that these boys race, I wouldn't say that was intentional at all. That's purely IQ4 was in the wrong place at the wrong time, just as Flash was got a little bit out of sorts there. So that's really unfortunate for Flash. Hopefully he can put himself back together and get back racing. And here we go. We've got some more racing going on here. So the Billion being chased down by Steel. They're all on the softs now, so this is all coming down to the driver. And he's carrying a half-second penalty, so that's going to hurt him on the back straight. And just behind them, I'm going to give everybody a bit of airtime today, shall we? Because it is the last race of the season anyway. So it's always nice that everybody gets to see themselves. You don't want to keep watching the same people go round and round and round, as much as I enjoy it. But yeah, these guys as well, they've had fantastic seasons, so you've got to take your hats off to these three as well. They might not always be fighting up the top, but just because you're not up the top doesn't mean you're not having a good race. So there we go, we've got Addy chasing down Still, but it's going to be all in vain, because if we go on board with Addy, is he going to try and go up the inside of Still? I don't think he is. I think he was going to fall better with that, but he might have got a good exit off there, but he's going to watch. He's going to watch Still just disappear now as you come up to the deceleration zone to serve his half-second penalty. He knows he's just going to rocket past. Here we go. Look at that. It's almost slingshot, isn't it? So he's going to have to do it all over again, poor old Addy. As we go back down to 10th, we've got Slim. He's pretty much on his own. I don't think he's going to catch anyone up unless something happens in front. And then we've got Sid. He's chicane is that? He's just about to start lap 22 is this? We've got to be in it. Lap 22, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, back up to the top. So we've only got 3 laps left. Slowpoke, Max. Slowpoke with the really worn softs. To me, at the moment, maybe he has pitted. I don't know. We have to keep an eye on Cassian. So Max is net first at the moment. 3 laps to go. Just got to keep his cool. And he's got this one in the bag. Slowpoke, worn tyres. Yeah, but I think he'll be happy with second. He's had a great race, kept it clean, not got into any bother. As we see Cassian, and there we go. Yeah, I did think he'd have to come into the pits again. So all eyes are on this man here, But I think Hoyland, he's going to take that third for all of Cassion's efforts. I don't think Hoyland's on the softs. Cassion's already been on the softs, so he's now going to come out on the hards. No fuel needed, remember Cassion. So there we go. Hoyland has already gone through. So as it stands at the moment, this is the championship order, how it will finish. Max, Slowpoke, Hoyland. I think it's Hoyland, hang on a minute. Hey, you get all excited watching these guys go round and round and round. Let me just check it. Let me just double check. No. So what am I talking about? It's IQ4, sorry. So IQ4. It was just that Slowpoke. It's IQ4 and the Plumber. It's these two. No, it's not. No. Silly me. It's like, what am I desperately thinking it's Hoyland? It's not, is it? It's IQ4. So IQ4, 9 points behind Slowpoke. But at the minute he's down in 5th. So by the looks of it, it's going to finish that way in the championship. Max, Slowpoke and IQ4. Because Hoyland and Cashin are spoiling the party at the moment. But nonetheless, they've done some good racing. So as we go back up to the top, it's Max in first, Slowpoke is in second, just missing that Water Champion. Hoyland's in third, Cashin's in fourth. Great racing from Cashin, to be fair. Pardon me. When you think about it, that long 20 lap stint on the softs, and that's put him net fourth at the moment. In fifth spot we've got IQ4, so he'll be chasing down Cashin. Is he going to spoil Cashin's race? In sixth spot we've got Flash. Seventh we've got the Billion. Eighth we've got Addy. Ninth we've got Steel. It's all calming down now. Slim is in 10th. They must all be absolutely knackered. Sid, another 1.5 second penalty. He's in 11th. And who's he got behind him? Who's got behind him for company? Slim. 11th, 10th, 11th, but Sid's obviously a couple of laps down. So back up to the top again, ladies and gentlemen. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down through the cars. There's one last time because it is the last race of the season. So here's your championship winner in that lovely chrome gold livery, but celebrating his win is Max. Here we go, Slowpoke. Great commentator as well. He did commentate on my league, but I do believe this is where we part ways. It's going to be a sad day because I've got so used to his commentary. He's been commentating on my races for almost a year, so it's going to be a sad day to see I'm going to have somebody else. In third we have Hoyland in the Mackie D's liveried Ferrari. In fourth we have Addy in the AC Milan, remember, at the beginning of the season. Luka Modric and Ibrahimovic. IQ4, he's rocking the Nokia Pro Market livery. Giving these guys lots of free advertising. In sixth we've got Flash. He started off in the big machinery. The old little guy on the top, like the old big fan. In seventh we got the Billion, rocking one of the Monster liveries, because there's two Monster liveries on this track. Love Monster, do love a Monster. I haven't really cut down on them now, so not good to drink one or two a day. And we got Addy, so he started off in a different colour this season, but he changed to blue a little while back. I think he was all in black. I think he was all in black anyway. I might be wrong. Still, he's in 8th with the old Japanese last biscuits livery. Slim in his livery, the kind of like gold and black. I think it's gold, or is it like yellowy? Still nice though. And then we got my favourite one of them all. This guy here. I do like that livery. I do like it. The old Monster Energy Ray-Ban. snake eyes on there, even though his headlights have been smashed to smithereens, you see. Right, let's come out of here because we now are out on the final lap. Just as we get across the line and Max is taking the checkered flag. Congratulations to Max there, championship winner. Second to cross the line is Slowpoke. Congratulations to you, he will finish second in the championship. Third to cross the line. See, I timed that just right, didn't I? Third, that went really quick with 3 laps to go, I must admit. So third across the line is Hoyland, so congratulations to him. And I tell you what, if he holds up IQ4, there's some, come on Cashin, you can do it, come on. Oh, there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on there. Ooh, Alright, okay, I don't know who's going to cross the line. I'm not so I don't know, let's have a look. Cashin, he's in 4th. I don't know what to say about that one. I was expecting Cashin to cross the line in 4th, but hey, well done to IQ4. At the moment, he's crossed the line in 4th. Cashin, he crosses the line in 5th. That there will probably be, I don't know, we'll have to wait. At the moment, it's IQ4 and Cashin in 4th and 5th. Next across the line is Flash. He's going to cross the line in 6th, so congratulations to Flash. Next across the line, of course, is Nabillion. He's in 7th spot. Addy will cross in 8th. And the boys at the back are a little bit spread out. Still, he'll cross the line in 9th. Where's Slim? Here we go. This is coming round the last chicane. Missing that wall of champions. There you go, sir. So Slim, he's going to cross the line in... my thing. He's going to cross the line in 10th. And then we just wait for this young man here, Sid, cross the line in 11 to round off the championship. Max, of course. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So the championship is over. Last race of the season. As always, these guys always produce some epic racing, and I just want to say to anybody who's watching from the AM2 guys, that it's been an absolute privilege being your commentator this season. I was a little bit nervous when I first started out, but kind of like grown into it. You guys have helped me to grow into it, so I just want to say a big thank you to all of you for getting me so excited over all the races. Also, I just want to say a big thank you to the admin team, especially Alex Hutchinson, for putting faith in me for actually doing the commentary. And yeah, so yeah, round 10 done. Circuit of Gilles Villeneuve, the last one, last of the endurance races. So these boys here, they'll all go off now for a few weeks, put their feet up and enjoy themselves, and get ready to go again next season. Some will go up, some will stay where they are, and some will come down from the league above. But once again, you've been watching the URL Harry Poppins Race channel on behalf of the Ultimate Racing League. It's been an absolute pleasure, and yes, I'll see you when I see you, I guess. So once again, thank you very much, and good night. Or goodbye. We'll say goodbye, but it's never goodbye. Remember, it's never goodbye. But all the well. Let's all go put our feet up and have a rest now. We all deserve it. Okay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye now.